Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. As for my morning routine, it has changed a lot since being in isolation. Obviously I have way more time on my hands now and I can really take time to have like a mindful and slow morning, which I've really been enjoying. So I have been trying to get up before 9 o'clock. It hasn't worked every day. Like this morning I got up at 9:30, but on this specific morning I got up at 9:15 and went and had a workout in the lounge. I usually just grab a workout off of YouTube. I really like ones that are done to music, like just done to the song. You do tend to have to move quite quickly, but I find it's quite fun and entertaining way to get your workout in, and I'll usually do 2 or 3 of these. I don't know why, but I find this footage hilarious. I look like a glitching sim or something. It's just really funny to me. So I thought I'd leave it in, but this is just a really good way to kind of get your body moving first thing and just have a bit of fun. I then actually wasn't going to put this footage in, but I actually filmed a voiceover for another video that I was filming, like I'm doing today, but I just thought I'd show you that because that was how I spent a good half an hour of my morning, just whilst I was waiting for Christian, my boyfriend, to wake up because he was still in bed. I really do like doing some YouTube work in the mornings because I feel it gets me ready for the day, a lot more productive, and it's something that I can tick off my to-do list straight away. The reason why I was still in my gym kit is because me and Christian were actually going to go to the park together. Christian usually takes his BMX and I try and do a run. I've only done this a few times, but it seems to work really well for us to have some time outside and doing something that we really enjoy. I'm not a huge runner. I usually go to the gym, so running was very different for me, and as you can tell I'm not the best at it, but I like to get outdoors, especially in the morning, and the park was really quiet and lovely and the sun was shining, which made me feel really good. And then me and Christian will meet up afterwards after I've done a little lap of the park, and I'll watch him do some tricks on his BMX and we'll kind of just chat and catch up and have a nice little stroll. Then it's time for the shower because by now I am very sweaty. I always use the Tresemme Volume shampoo. I've been using this shampoo for years and I really love it, and I also use the Body Shop Mango body wash. I tend to switch up my body washes every now and then, so like the body wash kind of fits my mood. And that's it. This is my outfit for the day. I'm wearing a cute grey cherry sweet top from New Look and my mum jeans from ASOS, mum shorts, sorry, which I love so much, but I really like this outfit. It was just cute and comfy because I wasn't going anywhere obviously, and I was just staying home. I also love to make my bed in the morning. I usually do this as soon as Christian gets up, but we were in a rush to get to the park, so I was a little late on that one. Then for my skincare routine, I use the Olay Double Action Normal Day Cream with SPF and the Aveeno Daily Moisturiser for the rest of my body. I just like to feel like I've put a little bit of effort in. I'm not wearing any makeup these days, so it's nice to just keep your body moisturised and SPF'd ready for the day because the weather has been getting much nicer, which I've really been enjoying. But this is my very easy 2-step skincare routine. I then tend to take my hair down for this part because I like my hair to dry by air dry as much as possible before I put on any heat on it. So I'm just going to take a few blobs of this cream and rub it in all over my face. It really helps wake up my skin, and I find that after the shower my forehead especially is just super dry, and when you're working out and sweating and everything, I think it's really good to moisturise your skin after a hot shower. I also really like the ritual of doing this. I find it really like therapeutic, and it's nice to know that I have spent just those 2 minutes on a little bit of self-care for me, even if it's the only thing I do that day. I'm then just going to go ahead and run a brush through my hair so that it does air dry a little bit easier, and it's also important that I do this because my fringe can be very unruly. Then as for my breakfast, you've seen me make this before, but I'm taking my favourite bowl, which is this fab mustard coloured from Habitat, and I'm just filling that with some water. Not very much, just like enough to cover the bottom in about 1 inch I would say, and I'm just using some Sainsbury's oats for some porridge this morning, so I'll just pour as much as I like in there, just basically to cover the water. I'm then just going to pop some almond milk in that just to top it off and give it a little bit more sweetness. This almond milk's actually from Lidl and it is a sweetened kind, so it's the only kind they have, but I think it works. And I'm then just going to pop that in the microwave for 2 minutes. Another thing I really like doing is adding whey protein to my porridge. I just find that it adds a really nice flavour and texture, and this is the cinnamon Danish flavour, which I think works so well with porridge. I don't put very much in because obviously I'm not doing a huge gym workout or anything, so I'll usually just do like a half or a third of a scoop. And then I'll go ahead and mix that in. It does change the texture a little bit, but I tend to quite like it. To finish that off, I'm just going to add some raspberries. These are frozen raspberries from Lidl as well, and the weird thing is I don't actually defrost them. I was running empty on this bag, so I literally just chuck them all in, but I don't defrost them because I find like the heat of the porridge tends to do that for me, so it's a step that I can kind of avoid and get eaten quicker, which is always great for me. So by the time I sat down for my breakfast, it was 11 o'clock, and I popped on some Gossip Girl because I like to watch just like a chick flicky thing or a fun easy watch whilst I'm eating my breakfast. And of course, got to do a taste test, even though it's going to be fab because I have it every morning, but it was really good. Always hits the spot, and I find it's really filling. And of course you have to do a little breakfast dance. I watched the next episode of Gossip Girl for probably like 45 minutes before I went and dried my hair. As you can see, it is already like partially dry, but it just needed that last little bit of help, and I don't tend to dry it all the way through because my hair is quite thick, so it would just take me ages, so I just try and like dry it as much as possible, but as you can see it's still a little bit wet. And I also noticed this morning that my fringe was getting a bit long, so I'm actually going to be cutting it with you. I usually use some hair scissors, but I couldn't find them, so I'm just using some nail scissors, and I just like chip away tiny bits, like tiny snips of hair, like going down towards my ear, I suppose, from my eye, so that it's kind of like a gradual gradient. Kind of hard to explain, but there's loads of YouTube tutorials on it, but things we have to do now that we're in isolation. But I think it turned out alright, not too bad, and I can definitely see better now, which I'm very thankful for. I find that because I don't cut that much off, I often have to do this like probably like once a week, just give my fringe a little bit of a trim. But I really like the way it shapes my face, and I look a little bit more put together now, which is always good. I'm then going to spend the rest of my morning watching Gossip Girl and editing a video and finding some new soundtracks for YouTube. I tend to do YouTube or uni stuff in the mornings, but now I have handed in my dissertation as of yesterday. All I have left to do on the computer is uni stuff, and obviously some like own personal like reading books and things online. I'm taking up a Skillshare course and things like that, so I tend to do that for the rest of my morning before I have lunch with Christian. So yeah, that was it for my morning routine. My morning does go by very quickly, I feel, especially now that we're getting up slightly later, but I really like having these slow kind of mindful mornings where I can really do the things I enjoy and tick some things off my list to start feeling productive and get ready for the day, and have those little moments of self-care in there. So I really hope you have enjoyed this video. It was very highly requested, so I'm glad I finally got to do it for you. If you did like this video, please hit a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. Bye!